All right, this is a short presentation of my Figma prototype for my app called Splash. We can see here on the home screen that the app has a pretty eye-catching theme with yellow on black. It's pretty hard to miss, which really draws the eye to it. When we log in here, we'll see, well, when we open the app here, we'll see a login screen, which for the sake of brevity, I'll skip past. We can see we just have a default user loaded up here, but it would include a login credential screen. This opens up the home screen, which will always be accessible via this big colorful color wheel, which essentially brings up this sidebar menu that will always allow access for the home screen, which we can see here. The logout functionality essentially does the exact same thing as swiping up on the app and removing it from being open. The profile screen will feature a friends list as well as your own account ID for adding friends if somebody wants to add you, which is useful for collaborative projects in Paint. So if you were a contractor and you needed multiple people to find a correct color of paint, this would be very helpful for you. Again, the purpose of this app is to find a color of paint or to remember hex code for paint, stuff like that, so that you don't have to write everything down all the time. Favorites will include favorited paints. As you can see, there's a little heart in the top right of every color that you can add, and I can actually click on these colors directly from my favorites list. For instance, California Wine, which has its hex code displayed here, and a very useful button that copies the hex code of any color that you have currently selected. Again, I just hit this button to open up the sidebar, and I can use this cool functionality called the Finder. If I had copied one of those hex codes, I can paste it into here automatically with my little keyboard, and I can either hit return or enter to search for this color, or I can just simply tap on it with my finger, tap this color over here, and it will pull this up. Again, it allows the option for me to favorite this and add it to my favorites for later, or I can just copy the hex code from there. Back at the home screen, we can see this scan button right here. If I click this, it'll pull up the scanner. If I scan a color on the wall or on a piece of paper, it'll pull up that color after a few seconds of scanning it, which will allow me to copy that hex code directly from the camera or maybe add it to my favorites if I want to save that for later. Finally, we can see recent colors that I visited. Maybe I forgot to favorite something that I wanted to. This will keep a short list of the recent colors I've seen. And at the very bottom here, if we scroll through the app, we'll see maybe an ad or a little For You page, something just to be interesting that might interest a potential user. So anyway, that is my short presentation of the Splash app through the Figma prototype. Thank you.